What's up, peeps? Your boy Say right here, about to make some picks. Week 5, it's here and it's ready to roll. I can't believe it. One quarter of the season is already out, but hey, let this show start. Let it begin. Rams at Seattle. Oh man. Once again, I'm 0-4 in the first quarter of the season on Thursday night games. It's so hard for me to pick Thursday nights. I don't understand why. Right now, Seattle, I'll go with Seattle because it's the I want to say he's the veteran team with the veteran quarterback, and it's at home, and it's hard to beat it. But you guys are welcome to pick this one on your own. Like I say, I was not gonna pick Thursday games. I was gonna start uploading these videos on Fridays, but I'm not gonna be scared of these Thursday night games, man. I'm gonna go. You know what? As a matter of fact, I never change my picks. But you know what? I'm gonna go with the fucking Rams, man. If you guys want to go do whatever you want, I'm gonna go with this. I was gonna go with the Seattle Seahawks, but like I say, I just don't know what to do. This is a desperate move right here on me, though. So you're free to pick whatever you want. Maybe this video is not so much help, but you might want to pick whatever you want. Now over here, I'm gonna start with the Chicago and Oakland game, just because this is gonna be in London and it's the 9 o'clock game. It's not gonna be at 1 o'clock. It's gonna be a 9 o'clock morning game. And Chicago Bears with Khalil Mack playing against the Oakland Raiders. Now you know it's gonna be a little more motivation for Chicago and the defense, even though they don't have Trubisky and they have Chase Daniels as a quarterback. They're gonna be with a chip in the shoulder with the defense with Khalil Mack. Everybody's gonna surround around him, and they want to win that game for him to be able to beat Oakland. Plus, let's be honest with Oakland though. The Raiders don't really have enough firehouse. They do play hard, but they just don't have what it takes to beat teams, though. Really, not good teams, or at least decent teams like Chicago. So I'm just gonna go ahead and play Chicago, even though it's over there in London. I'm sorry, I don't know why I said New Orleans. Now let's go back and start from the top. Arizona at Cincinnati. Today, October the 2nd, Bill Bidwell, the owner of the Arizona Cardinals, passed away. And I'm pretty sure Arizona is going to be a little motivated to beat Cincinnati. And let's just face it, besides Miami and Washington, Cincinnati might be one of the worst teams in the league, though. Actually, I think Washington is not that bad. But Cincinnati, they almost fooled me week 1 against Seattle. But other than that, they're not a good team at all. So I'm going to pick Arizona, going and take care of business at Cincinnati. Now, this is going to be a good one right here. Buffalo at Tennessee. Buffalo just lost against the Patriots. And, to be honest, Josh Allen is not going to be, I don't think he's going to play because of the concussion, the hit that he got in the game. But Matt Barkley, he didn't do too bad. He came and took care of business. He did his numbers was 9 of 16, 127 yards. He did throw that interception right at the end, but it was just to seal the game. It was forced by New England defense, and I don't think it was that much he can do. Tennessee needs this game though. Tennessee is in the bottom of the NFC South, and the I'm sorry, the AFC South, and they need this game more than ever though. Jaguars look like they start getting some energy. The Colts look like they can be okay without Andrew Luck, and the Texans are just there. I know they all 2-2. I know that, but the way they are labeled like that right now, Texans, Colts, Jaguars, and Titans, that's the way I see this division. I'm sorry, my boy Benito, but Tennessee to me is in the bottom right now, and it has to do something because they lost to fucking Jacksonville and they lost to the Colts. And the way this looks, they might lose against Houston whenever they're playing. So Tennessee needs this game. Ah, man. You know what though? Just to fuck with my boy Benito, I'm gonna come back to that game. I want to come back to that game. It's gonna be a good games this week though. This is a hard week to pick, to be honest. I was looking at it. I was glanced through them yesterday, and I was like, damn, I'm gonna need a beat or two before I pick these games. Excuse me, I had just a sip of my beer. Tampa Bay and New Orleans. Boy, I'm gonna tell you something about Tampa Bay. The offensive coordinator, Byron Leftwich, he has Jameis Winston and Mike Evans in the same page. You guys remember last year how Fitzpatrick had Deshaun Jackson on the same page? They were like balling. They were like just throwing deep, and you just go and get it. But that's the way Byron Leftwich has these two guys playing in the same page. And something tells me that Byron Leftwich is like kind of like relieving himself in some way to speak, um, of his all quarterback times or all quarterback days. He's living again through Jameis Winston. He plays the same style. He's trying to impose his style that he used to play, which I used to like him. Now, if Tampa Bay wins, that's for the first play of the division, you know. Now I know it's in New Orleans, and I know Drew Brees is not there. And for some reason, I follow this division a lot. For some reason, I know my Hug is not gonna agree with me, but it feels to me like Tampa Bay always wins over there in New Orleans, and New Orleans always wins over here in Tampa Bay. I don't know why. It should be the other way around, home field advantage. So I think this is the first time I'm picking Tampa Bay this whole year. I'm gonna go ahead and pick him after the victory against the Rams over there in Oakland. I mean, in California. Uh, it's nothing against New Orleans. It's just like I say, I feel like they always win with the opposite. So, plus you want me to beat, you want, hey Hug, you want me to pick Tampa Bay because like I say, I'm always wrong with Tampa Bay anyway. So, now here it comes. Minnesota and New York Giants. Uh, Daniel Jones has won his first two games as a starter, as a starter quarterback of the New York Giants. But here comes the double gap defense of the Minnesota Vikings. I think they're gonna confuse the quarterback. Plus, they don't have a good running game. Saquon Barkley is out. I know that was the reason why I picked Washington last week. But this time it's gonna pay off. This they're not gonna be able to fool this defense. The only thing I'm a little concerned right here with Minnesota, can they put points to beat enough points to beat the Giants? Because the Giants gonna put some points, but the Vikings will get the best out of the. I feel like the Vikings gonna get the best out of the Giants. New York Jets at Philadelphia. I don't think Sam Darnold's still ready to play with the Jets. In Philadelphia, it's at home. They need this game. That's not. I think that's an easy pick. Baltimore at Pittsburgh. Man, where do I start with Baltimore, man? I thought Baltimore was a great defense. I thought Baltimore was looking great. They not out by all means. They're pretty good. They're pretty much there, 2-2, tied up in the first place with the Cleveland Browns that they just lost to. Now Pittsburgh won his first game against Cincinnati. They didn't look that impressive, and it's because Cincinnati is just pretty bad, to be honest. Baltimore, they need to get their shit together. They dropped the last two. They need to get their shit together, and they need to take care of business on this division game. So I'm going with Baltimore. I think Baltimore bounces back. The defense is gonna get back in check, and Lamar Jackson has actually been playing good. He's been putting tons of points, tons of yards. So I like Baltimore over Pittsburgh. New England at Washington. Last time I checked, it was New England minus 16 Vegas spread. It started at 13, it went up to 16, and it could probably go up to 20. Now, the news today, thank you, God. Thank you, Bill Belichick. Steven Gaskowski, our kicker, it went into injured reserve. He's done for the season. He's gonna have a hip surgery. I don't know if it's something that they came up with or he's been struggling through an injury. I don't know. One of my friends told me that now we're gonna regret this and now we're gonna be struggling on a kicker. I tell you what, even if we do struggle with kicking for the rest of the season, at least we made the best move. Trying to go out there and look for the solution. Just because you have a problem doesn't mean you're gonna stick with the problem and trying to work it out. No, no, no. Go out there. I'd rather go out there and trying to find the solution. So I'm okay with that decision. I'm okay with New England getting a new kicker, and I'm okay with New England minus 16 points. I like that spread. I'll take it all day against Washington. Why they don't know who they're gonna play at Washington as a quarterback. So Washington has a ton of problems. I think after this week, Jay Gruden gets fired, and I collect my money because I bet that he was gonna be the first coach to be fired. Jacksonville at Carolina. Boy, I tell you one thing though. I like how this guy, Kyle Allen is playing. Man, he is straight up balling. I'm started worrying about Cam Newton. I'm started worrying, but I like it because I like Cam Newton. I would like Cam Newton to be in another team though. Jacksonville, like I say, they have some type of energy going through with this Minshew guy, the mustache guy. It's Minshew mania, they saying. It's just like Tim Tebow when it's some sort of energy, but they have distractions with that fucking Ramsey motherfucker. I hate that guy and the coach. And I like Carolina all day. At home, defense, Kyle Allen, bowling. The same with Houston at home. They're playing good ball right now. Atlanta has a ton of problems. I don't see him going out there and winning. These games are actually the 4 o'clock games were easy. I thought Chargers got Malvin Gordon back. They're ready to roll. He's got fresh legs, ready to run the ball at home. That's all the Chargers needed it now. That's all the Chargers needed it now. And it might take a couple of games to start getting good. But if they can start getting hot at the end of October, watch out with the Chargers now. Especially Baltimore is playing the way Baltimore is playing. Dallas and Green Bay. The first 3 weeks of the season, I heard Green Bay's defense is off the charge. I heard Green Bay defense is good. I heard this, I heard that. I say, relax, guys. Just in the great words of Aaron Rodgers, relax. They always talk about, every single year, they talk about that Green Bay defense. And it's because every single year they keep drafting guys. And every single year they keep trying to work on that defense. But not today, baby. Not today. Dallas bounces back, wins this game against the Packers. Indianapolis at Kansas City. I'll take Kansas City. It's hard to pick against Mahomes at home on a Sunday night game, prime game. And we got Cleveland and San Francisco. I haven't quite picked Cleveland yet this season. And I should pick him because the way they were playing against Baltimore. But I'm going to tell you something though. San Francisco is top 4 on offense right now. After 4 games, they only played 3. They had a bye week last week. So basically, after 3 games, they are top 4 offense. And they are top 3 defense. It's a very complete team. That's the reason why they're the only undefeated team in the NFC. I think they still undefeated Monday night game. I think Jimmy G takes care of business. Kyle Shanahan come up with a plan after having almost 2 weeks to prepare for this game. And Cleveland has a lot of talent. But they still open there. Offense and defense, they have a ton of talent. A lot of draft picks lately. Chubb is running hard. I think it's going to be a great game. It's actually I feel like it's going to be a pretty close game. Last time I checked, the spread was like 1 point, I think, over San Francisco was a favorite. Right now it's at 3.5. I don't know if I'll take that spread because I feel like it's going to be a pretty close game. But I do like San Francisco taking care of business in Cleveland. And these are my picks so far in the season. I'm 43, 19, and 1. I've been over 500 all 4 weeks. Um, I hope I can make some money. I hope you guys can make some money. You guys got to start noticing where I struggle. So I hope you guys can pick up the slack and win some money for me. And cheers, my friend.